Hello everyone, welcome to week 5 of pre-calculus from ECDE Foundation. In today's video, first off, I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Akshat Telkar, and in today's video, we will be covering over two concepts. These two concepts are crucial to understand pre-calculus, and that is long division and the other form of division, which we'll cover over a bit later. It's called synthetic division. There are different usages for the both, and I'll be discussing that over in today's video. And so first off, we'll be going over problems. As you can see on the top here, this is our quiz question that I want you guys to pause the video once we cover over all the concepts, and I will be going over this quiz problem and its answer later in the video. Okay, let's start. So with long division, this is when you divide a polynomial within each other, right? So it doesn't have to be a quadratic, it does not have to be an x squared, right? It can be anything. It can be, so if I give an example, such as the one on top, it can be 3x cubed plus 7x squared plus 5, and then divide that by x minus 2. You have to find the answer on top, right? And so how do you do this? So if I clear out, see if I can try and clear out everything here. I'll show you guys how to solve these division questions. And these are really important to know for calculus, for pre-calculus, and just later on in math, once you guys begin college level math, right? So we can start off with the question, 3x cubed plus 7x squared plus 5 divided by x minus 3. So the first thing you want to do is you want to make sure that the dividend and the divisor both have the x, so it goes consecutively. So it goes from 3, 2 to 1, which is missing here, and then to 5. So just to elaborate upon that, that means whenever I'm doing it, I always want to line it up like this. 3x, let me go back, sorry. 3x cubed plus 7x squared, and then this has to be a plus of something x, and it has to be equal to this. So if I put plus 0x, it makes the process much easier, and this is actually more important for synthetic division more than anything. But yeah, once you do this, and then you can just add your plus 5. So the first thing you want to do is you want to reorganize that so that it goes by consecutively. It goes from 3, 2 to 1 to nothing, right? This is the constant right here. And I'll tell you what happened, what's so important about this constant, especially in division, right? So now we're going to do x minus 3. We're going to do the exact same problem like this in synthetic division. You're going to see how much easier it is. So the first step you want to do is you want to go, let's first remember, how do you do division, right? So if I have the question 649 divided by 5, right? You first put in the number that equals the first term right here. You're going to get minus 5, which is 1. Then you want to move this down, get a 4. Now you want to put 2 times 10, which is a 10. And then 4, move this down again. You get 9. And then you want to multiply this by whatever term that works. This time it's 9, 45, and 4. And then this is your remainder. So your remainder will be a 4 over 5, right? So that's just a little recall on how to do it. And this is really important to understand here. Remember, we keep on going down, and then the constant that's left here after this last term is your remainder. And that's important for long division and synthetic division as well. And so let's erase this off, and we'll start the question now. So I want to make sure that you guys pay attention to each section of this video to truly understand how to make this work and to perfect your scores whenever it comes to any test that you guys have to take. So what times x will give you 3x squared, or 3x cubed, sorry. That'll be 3x squared. This will give you a 3x cubed and then a 9x squared, right? And this time, whenever you do this division, right, you want to make sure that if this is a negative value, right, and then this is a positive, you want to make sure that everything right here is turned into its negative form. So you want to come out here and you want to put a negative here, right? So this turns into a negative and this turns into a positive, right? So make sure, this is a really crucial step. Many people miss this out. So you want to make sure that you change the overall symbol that's next to the coefficient. So if instead of a -3, it's a +3. Instead of a +3, it's a -3. Instead of a -9, it's a +9. So now we come here, we get 16x squared. And then you can go on, you can go put plus 0x, right? Just trying to bring that down over here to make it more easy. And now you're going to come here. This is really, you know that it's a 16x. So then you do 16x times x, which will give you a 16x squared. And then a 16x minus 3 is a minus 48x. Remember, you want to switch up the signs. You want to go minus and then plus here, right? You're going to switch it up. You're going to get 48x plus 5. Right now, here comes the fun part. So you see that this 48x, this is one of the last ones. So this is your constant for the answer. It's the answer, right? So you're gonna need a 48x, and then a 48 times 3 would be, we can put this on the side here, just for you guys to understand this. It's a 4, right? 214. So it's a 144. Go back. Okay, so we have a minus 144. Now you want to switch up the signs. You're going to need a plus and a minus. You're going to end this up with a 149, right? And so now what do you do with this 149? Remember what I said before in the actual division problem? You want to make sure this factor right here, 6x minus 3, comes here. So you're going to get a plus 149 divided by an x minus 3. And that is your answer. Right? Now we're going to check this off with synthetic division. Now that we know how to do long division, let's try synthetic division, right? So how to set up synthetic division? So the first off, the synthetic division is all about the coefficients of x. So if you want to set it up, remember, this is where the 0x is really important. So x minus 3, this, guys, also, this only works if x equals an x minus blank has one answer to it. And so for this, x minus 3 equals 0. What's x? X is 3, right? And now you want to set it up by coefficients going downwards. So you're going to see 3x cubed, 7x squared, 0x. Remember, never forget that 0x. Even if I don't put it down, this may be used to trick you, right? So make sure you have the 0. And then you have the 5 here. And this constant is where you find the, the denominator near the end. So the first step you're going to do is you want to move this down right here when doing synthetic division. So you're going to move it down to 3. What's 3? And now you want to keep on working it, and you want to keep on adding, and then that's how you find your answer. So what's 3 times 3? You come up here and you put down, let's move that right here, and then you're going to move it down to 9, right? 9 plus 7, 16. 16 times 3, 48. 48 plus 0, 48. 48 times 3, like we did earlier, 144. And then look at that, 149. And now these are all, this is the coefficients of your answer. And make sure that this last section here, if it's a perfect kind of like square or like an appropriate dividend or divisor, this should be a 0, but no, it isn't because it has a remainder, right? So this answer just tells you that this is the answer to this is a 3x squared plus a 16x. And then this is a plus 48. And then your answer is a 149 over the x minus 3. And look at that, it's exactly the same. So whichever step you might prefer would work best. And now look at the quiz question here, right? This is one where doing synthetic division does not work at all, because x squared plus x minus 3, that will not give you a proper, like, x equals 3, x equals 2, right? So that's when long division is really important. So once we get to that, I'll definitely show you guys how to do it. But remember, you have to make sure that this constant or this remainder near the end is extremely crucial to understanding what the remainder at the end will be. And so now you know it's r equals 149, right? So if you're asked to find r equals 149, which is the remainder. So whichever process best suits you for questions that ask like x minus 3 divided by that. But to find a more reliable answer, I'd recommend doing this one right here, long division, because it truly depends on how you want to set it up and other steps like that, right? So we will quickly erase the board. And so I just want to make sure that you guys are reminded that the next week's videos are going to be on I and the overall like component and function of I. So we'll be going over that next video. And this video is all about long division and synthetic division. Just the division of quadratics, polynomials. So now we will go over the quiz question. And so, like I said before, right, synthetic division does not work for the quiz question right here, because if I try synthetic division, there's no way I can find this component right here to attach with the x. So let's write this down, right? 3x5 plus 4x4. Remember, it goes down 5, 4. Now we need 3. 2x3, like specified. Now we need 2. Look at that. Teachers will try and trick you with this. They want to make sure that you find a mistake that it's going to hurt your test score. So you want to make sure this is a plus a 0x squared, right? Because x squared is not defined in the function, so it's a 0x squared. Coefficient is 0 plus 5x minus 7. Then you want to divide this by an x squared plus x minus 3. Okay, so remember we start off with the lead term 3x5. That will give you a 3x cubed. You want to do all the steps needed. So we'll give you a 3x to the 4th. Then this will give you a minus 9x cubed. Remember, you want to switch up the signs for all of these. And this will give you a x to the 4th. That should be the 4th, sorry. And this will give you a plus 7x cubed, right? And now you want to pull this down. Remember, you want to pull down all of these functions to make sure that you know what you are doing. Whenever you're done with this overall term, you want to pull the next one down. So then now you want to do x squared. This will be plus x squared. And first off, I know I told you guys before the video, make sure you, once you finish answering this question, compare the answers with this right here. So it's really important that you guys understand it. This will give you a plus x cubed and then a minus 3x squared. Now this will end with a minus, plus, right? Because you always want to switch it. 6x cubed, and then this will give you a plus 3x squared. Now you want to drop it down, give you a plus 5x. And now you're near the end of the step, right? So this will give you a plus 6x. You're going to drop all of that down. It'll give you 6x cubed plus a 6x squared, a minus an 18x, right? And now, apologies. So then this will minus, plus. Okay. And now you're going to come here. Response will be a negative 3x squared. And then this will be a plus a 23x. And then you want to move that minus 7 all the way here, right? Then we're running out of space here. We'll try our best. Now you're going to get a minus 3. Remember, you want to lead that term so that it equals this. Right? Only this term right here does not matter about all the rest of these terms. And then this will end with a plus 3x squared. I don't want to like just change it up after. A plus 3x. And then a minus 9. So this is your remainder right here. The answer to this, because you can't do anything else after the equation, right? So this is your remainder right here. And your remainder is a 26x minus a 16. So if I want to write this all out in itself, this is my answer right here. Look at that. That is your answer. And I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. And I'll see you guys next week when you guys learn about the function of I. Thank you.